What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, I want to talk about this Manny Pacquiao Adrien Broner fight, right? I was so pissed last night at myself because I ordered the fight, I watched the undercards, I ate a big meal, and I fell asleep. Okay, I fell asleep, and probably the wine didn't help either. I was knocked out. It's right when that fight was getting ready to start, because I was watching that one fight with a dude, his face was just a mess, right? I saw that fight. Then I laid down a little bit, and next thing you know, I wake up to Jimmy Lennon Jr. declaring it a unanimous decision on that Manny Pacquiao was the winner. I was so pissed. But then I remembered I did record it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I recorded the fight. So I'm like, and I'm looking at Adrien Broner's reaction. He was acting like he got robbed. So I'm like, why is he acting this way? He said, I outboxed him. And so I'm like, it's a unanimous decision on all judges' scorecards. Like, how do you think you won the fight? But no, I actually did wake up to the 11th round. I did wake up to the 11th round. You remember when Broner went back to his corner after the 11th round was over? He said, I won that round, right? I won that round. And then his trainer was like, yeah, but you got to do enough to win the round. Like, Manny is open to get hit, but you got to let your hands go. But he didn't do enough to win the round either. So you did pop him a little bit, so you should have won the round. That was bad advice. And that's what's going to get to what I have to say now. So I went back and watched the fight because I want to see what Adrien Broner is talking about, because he did have a good training camp. He did seem focused and he was in shape. But check this out. I was watching the fight. I did give Broner the first 2 rounds, right? But even though the judges gave Pacquiao the first 2 rounds, which I'm not going to argue. Here's the reason. This is where Adrien Broner made a mistake. Okay? He has great fundamentals, right? He has great skill, but he doesn't let his hands go. I don't know what it is. He do these pity pat, he do these like, I don't know what you call it. It's like kind of like just, he's doing like that. He's tapping the jab, then he'll hit you a little bit, and then he'll go back and doing all this. But Manny was being more aggressive, and Manny also was backing him up. So that was enough for Manny to keep his title, because Manny's title was on the line. Adrien Broner just didn't do enough. He has the skill to do it. He has the skill. He just don't let his hands go. God gave him this skill. God gave him these hands. He would not let him go. And it's nothing that his trainer could do. I honestly believe Adrien Broner has a mental block. He has the skill. He has the talent. He has the quickness. He has the fundamentals. But he just don't trust himself. I don't think he trusts himself, and I don't think he trusts his skill. I don't think he trusts that his skill, that he can rely on his skill set. Even though he did box, and Manny edged those rounds out. And if Adrien Broner, because I think he's like, what, 28, 29 years old? He's going to have to make a decision. If anybody is close to Adrien Broner, you're going to have to make a quick decision really quickly. In big fights, right, he has this mental block when it comes to big fights. He doesn't trust his skill, even though he does have great skills. Somebody's going to have to sit him down. Maybe he's going to have to get a psychologist or a therapist or whatever. They're going to have to sit him down and figure out what the problem is. He would not, it was like he was scared to hit Manny. He wouldn't let his hands go. And then there was a flurry that he had in the middle rounds where he hit Manny with an uppercut and a left hook. If he had continued, he would have knocked Manny the hell out. He would have knocked Manny out. There's no way that at 40 years old And Adrien Broner's like in his late 20s that he shouldn't have let his hands go. Broner should have let his hands go. They honestly going to have to sit him down. It's not the trainer. It's not the trainer. He's going to probably try to blame everybody but himself. He did not let his hands go. He did not do enough to take Manny's title. He didn't do enough. When he hit Manny with that uppercut and left hook, that was a sign right there that he can do it. But he didn't do it. Like, I don't get it. And then at the end of the fight, he's all upset. He said, I outboxed Manny. No, you were boxing. You were boxing, but you didn't do enough to win, sir. You didn't do enough to win, Adrien. Somebody got to sit you down and be honest with you. If you want to continue to be a prize fighter, you're going to have to get through that hump, man. You're going to have to get through that mental block you have. You will not let your hands go. You will not let your hand. Are you afraid to get knocked out? Like, I don't understand what it is. And I don't know, like Floyd Mayweather Sr., before the fight, he had predicted it. It was on one of these boxing channels on YouTube. They asked Floyd, what you think about the fight? You know, Manny's 40 years old. Even though age really don't have too much to do with it as long as you're in good shape. Even though, yeah, father time, there's certain things that you can't do when you're in your 20s anymore. But you could still compete if you take care of your body. So, you know, they asked Floyd Mayweather Sr., who do he think is going to win this fight? And you know what he said? He predicted it. He said Manny's going to win. He said Adrien don't punch. He don't let his hands go. And for sure, he did it again. He did it again. I mean, Manny was wide open. That man, Adrien Broner is fast. He is fast, and he would not use his hands. He used the jab a little bit. But he just, and then in the late rounds, did he think he was winning the fight? Because he started running. Unbelievable. So what's going to happen now is somebody got to sit him down and be like, listen, man, you're going to have to get through. See, in big fights, if he fight mid-tier fighters, he's going to dominate mid-tier fighters. It's just that when you get into the big dance, he just doesn't have the psychology to actually go above and beyond and just trust his God-given ability. He don't have it. He don't have it. He just won't let his hands go, and that's what happened. And that's why if he had let his hands go, he would have whooped on Manny. But, you know, Manny, he trusts his ability. He was pressing him the whole fight trying to hit him, but the man was on his bicycle. So that's what happened, man. Adrien Broner, this is going to hurt him. Somebody going to have to sit him aside and get him some help. And then he got some outside legal problems as well that's just not helping. And I don't know, man. He just, you could tell he really wanted this fight too. Because now he's back to square one again. But he's going to always go back to square one until he get through that mental block he has, and start trusting his abilities. So that's all I got to say on that fight. But let me know what you think about the fight. All right, guys. Peace.